Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the I Teach channel, and today we're going to talk about identifying the elements of visual media. So welcome to my English class. Before we start, we are going to read the following sentences. Number one, visual elements are characteristics that we can see in visual images which help in analyzing the meaning of a text. Number two, line is the foundation of all drawings. Number three, color is the visual element that has the strongest effect on our emotions. Number four, heart represents love, health, and compassion. And number five, dove represents peace and calm. All right, so let us recall our past lesson. So for the directions, write T if the statement is correct and F if it is not. So let's start with number one. Radio is an example of visual media. What's your answer? It's F, of course. Number two, there is no sound involved in visual media. Correct, it's letter T. Number three, visual media can help the readers or viewers to understand easily the data or information. Yes, it's T. Number four, visual media are sources of information in the form of audio representations. So this is F. And number five, posters, infographics, and flashcards are some of the are some of the examples of visual media. It's letter T. Correct. I hope everyone gets five. Good job. So before we start with our lesson, let us read the poem and then let's answer the following questions that follow. Oh, this is my favorite poem when I was in grade 4. All right, let's start. All things bright and beautiful. All things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful. The Lord God made them all. The purple-headed mountain, the river running by, the sunset and the morning that brightens up the sky, the tall trees in the greenwood, the meadows where we play, the rushes of by the water we gather every day. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. The cold wind in the winter, the pleasant summer sun, the ripe fruits in the garden, He made them every one. He gave us eyes to see them, and lips that we might tell how great is God Almighty, who made all things well. Wow, this is really a very nice poem ever. So let's answer the following question. What is great and wonderful? Based on based on the poem. Oh, everything, all creatures, right? What is the message of the poem? So we have to be very thankful because everything was made by God, right? Bright and beautiful. How do you thank God for His beautiful creations? Of course, we have to take good care of them and we have to appreciate them. Okay, now let's go. Look at the images carefully. So we have here the first image. What does the picture show? I think it's a very dark place full of trees, tall trees. And how do you feel about it? I think this is so creepy. If you're all alone here, I think you will be scared. Next, how about this image? How do you feel about this? Oh, what I can say is that this is colorless. It's without color. So it's only mere black and white. So yeah, but it's big, it's wide, right? And the last one, what does the rainbow symbolize? Oh, actually, if we're going to base our answer um, from the Holy Bible, of course, um, rainbow is giving us hope. And it's a promise of God that um, just what happened about during the time of Noah will not be occurred again. Okay, so actually, visual media, or I mean, visual elements are characteristics that we can see in visual images, which help in analyzing the meaning of a text. These elements do not involve sound or music, of course, but they can help the readers in clarifying the meaning of a text, reflecting the tone of the text and enhancing the imagination. Here are the basic elements of visual media. The first one is the line. Line is the foundation of all drawings. It can be used to suggest pattern, form, structure, growth, depth, distance, rhythm, movement, and a range of emotion. Look at this. We have this kinds of lines. So we have the vertical lines. Of course, it suggests the vertical lines suggest height and strength. Next one, we have horizontal lines suggest distance and calm or calmness. Diagonal lines suggest a feeling or movement. Curved lines suggests comfort and ease. Zigzag suggests excitement, distraction, or unease. All right. The next element that we're going to study is the color. The color is a visual media that has strongest effect on our emotion. We can use colors to create a mood of an artwork because they have symbolic meaning in context. So we have here the red. It symbolizes love, passion, anger, adventure, and danger. So as you can see, there are really different interpretation um, of the color. But of course, you have to consider also some other elements in the visual media so that you will be able to really tell what's the real meaning of the things or the artwork that you are looking at. Next one, we have the yellow. Yellow symbolizes happiness, optimism, creativity, and learning. Blue symbolizes coolness, calmness, peace, and wisdom. Black symbolizes evil, mystery, power, and sadness. White for simplicity, purity, cleanliness, and goodness. Green is for nature, health, freshness, and jealousy. And we have the orange, symbolizes joy, success, harvest, encouragement, and fascination. And we have the last one, we have the symbols. Symbols are marks, signs, or words that represent ideas, object, or relationships. They can be used as shortcuts to represent ideas or concepts. So here are the examples. Actually, there are different kinds of symbols, but these are the commonly used. We have the heart, represents love, health, and compassion. Oh, right? As you can see, they represent viruses. Next, we have the dove, which represents peace and calmness. Okay, so I think you're ready now. Let's have the guided practice. So for the directions, write line or symbol of the visual elements used for the given images. So number one, yeah, you are correct. This is line. Number two, of course, that's just a symbol and it means peace. Next, correct. This is a line. Number four, you can usually see this especially in the machines. So we have symbol. And the last one, this is very common to all of you guys. So this is symbol. Good job. So all of you got correct. Very good. Now let's have the independent practice. Of course, you're going to work with your group, but of course, um, I will just read this. Write T if the statement is correct and F if it is not. So lines, colors, and symbols are the characteristics that we can see in visual images. Okay, T. There is a sound involved in visual media. No, this is F. Visual elements cause confusions to the readers and viewers. This is F. Visual elements contribute in understanding the meaning of text. This is T. The poem All Things Bright and Beautiful helps the reader relate the story on the creation. That's true. So it's T. Now for the group 2 and 4, you're going to draw an image that symbolizes success. Wow, this is so easy. Good luck, guys. Next, we have this one. So who can tell me? What have you learned for today from today's lesson? Oh, really? Yeah, I'm so glad that you have learned the different elements of the visual media. Next, what is the meaning of the visual elements? Of course, these are lines, symbols, and colors that can help us to really interpret the true meaning of the things that we can see. What are the basic elements of visual media? So we have the lines, the colors, and the symbol. All right, so always remember that visual elements are characteristics that we can see in visual images, which help in analyzing the meaning of a text. These elements do not involve sound or music. Take note of that. They can help the reader in clarifying the meaning of a text, reflect the tone of the text, and enhance imagination. So, guys, I want you to answer this in your notebook. You have to read each item and write the letter of the correct answer. So number one, you have to write the answer only. What does a red color in a character's face mean? So A, peace, B, anger, C, freshness, D, happiness. Number two, which of the following images symbolizes protection? Look at letter A, B, C, or D. Next one, which of the following is not an element of visual media? A, cartoon, B, colors, C, symbol, D, line. Number four, the following are the examples of visual media except A, speaker, B, infographics, C, flashcards, D, billboards. Number five, what does this image or what does the image in the box represent? A, walk by pair, B, stand at one by one, C, observe social distancing, D, stay away from each other. All right, so we're going to answer that tomorrow, and then you have to write this as your assignment. Print or cut out picture that symbolizes the following. Number one, spirituality. Number two, peace. Three, health. Four, strength. Five, magic. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for this day. I hope that you have learned something. See you next time. Goodbye.